Yeah. Yeah.
It's really easy to be scrutinized, man. Like, I remember I was up 2 games and I had to face against Joseph. I beat him on the picks, I beat him on the draft, and then I transformed my Diana and lost the game, you know. It's a mistake I would never make, right? But I fucked up. I misplayed.
Thank you guys for joining me. Aloha, everybody from the YouTube channel. Welcome back to another podcast here today. As you can see, in the middle, yeah, rightfully so, is our America's Cup champion for this weekend.
Not even planned. That's not even planned.
Huh? What? Dude, you are the winner, sir. I mean, being in the middle, I mean, I asked Discord specifically to put you in the middle. Yeah, because...
right. That was planned?
Mm-hmm,
No.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. But yeah, welcome, Alicia. Welcome back to another podcast. Jeff, good to have you here. Fate Mem, obviously, J-Mac and Fate Mem are in the same place right now at Jeff's house. And Thompson, good to have you here today, man. Appreciate it very much. As you can already tell, we're gonna be talking about SWC. We're gonna be talking America's Cup. As you've seen here, I used 1 million IQ and invited everybody that got to attend SWC, or some of the people that got to attend the SWC America's Cup event, as well as got to participate, as well as got to watch, and I guess apparently win the whole thing as well. So yeah, I'm gonna pull out the first topic here. Basically, SWC America's Cup. What did you enjoy? How was your experience? What can be improved? Right? What's some of the behind the scene things that happened? What did you enjoy on about the trip? Right? Just the trip entirely. Yeah. Feel free to take it away. Anybody.
The after party was really good this year.
The after party was lit.
I don't remember the after party that much.
How do you know?
Oh.
Yeah, because you were drunk.
Okay.
The after party is the best part.
This is the first time in like 3 years I saw like Island actually drink that much.
Dude, I haven't drank that much since like the after party in 2017, dude.
It was really cool seeing everyone drunk. Everyone was drunk.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy after party. Like
like back then you're like, I'll have a beer, that's it.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah. And then not like you, and then now you finally like let loose, you know.
I mean, it depends on the event and the you know, whatever, you know, what's going on. Yeah, I like if I'm gonna drink, I like things or events that you can stand around and walk around and talk. I don't like to drink and sit. It makes me absolutely dead tired. Yeah, when I drink and I sit. So I knew it was gonna be like 2017 where the exact same thing happened. Korean barbecue place, come to us, literally rents out the whole place, and then we have Korean barbecue. And halfway from the food getting put on the tables, there's that one guy that starts it off, yeah? Just starts going to the tables. Yeah, he goes, let's have a drink, yeah? And then that's just it.
Yo.
From that moment on, nobody eats anymore. It's just drinking for the rest of the night.
I had like 4 slices of beef that whole night.
Yeah, they said I forgot to eat. I ordered food and left the table and never went back.
Oh my god, dude. That was crazy. That was definitely a crazy event. So big shout out to Comtuous. Thank you for having a great after party.
You.
I think people really enjoyed
You come
that.
to us.
Yeah, for sure. But okay, let's get more into the exciting stuff. Yeah, Comtuous is like, that's the only thing you could talk about. Yeah, can you imagine Comtuous watching this? What are you talking about? That's the only thing you can talk about is the after party. Not even talk about our event.
The after party, one of the funniest moments was Michael Yen was always a cool guy, but he was drunk, and that night he's like, damn, Thompson. He put his arm over me, his whole body's leaning on me. And Michael Yen was like so drunk, and he's like, damn, Thompson, you gotta thank me, man. Look, why do I have to thank you, dude? He's like, man, I took all the violent procs for you. I was your body armor. I'm like, oh, you're right. Thank you so much. He took all of Sai's violent procs for me.
Sai was still procking in the finals.
Yeah, the one match that probably was...
He just didn't bring the Elucia, right? The Fran was on Swift, so I couldn't proc.
So would you say that the biggest proc match he had, though, was definitely against Topa? Like, I feel Topa played decently, but there were just some crucial luck moments that he just got a little bit unlucky. I don't know.
Well,
what do you
that first match, like, Sai banned wrong, or else it wouldn't even have come down at procs, but yeah, it was pretty proc heavy on both sides.
The biggest proc match was against Feint. Let's be honest.
Oh, okay.
No, really, I'm not like talking shit. Like, it's true. Like, his friend proc like crazy against you, and then
everybody procs crazy against
proc a lot, But I had a body armor.
Josh put his Fran on Valent from now on. because of
You know the old saying, the really wise and old saying, it's better to be lucky than good. I think somebody should put a picture of Fate Mem and then put that onto Reddit. Yeah, it's better to be lucky than good, and then put a picture of Fate. You need some of that luck, man. All right, let's talk a little bit. Let's just start off at the beginning. What did you enjoy about the event? Yeah, like the beginning. You know, at just seeing the event and the venue and whatnot. What did you think about the venue? Right? Did you think it was a good venue? Yeah. How do you think OGN did and ComToUs did?
I have friends going there that doesn't even know the game. They just paid $7 for the ticket, and they're like, "We got way more than what we paid for. We got food, we got the seats, we got a swag bag." Like they know ComToUs lost money during the event, and it was cool. Like they just sold the seats just to make sure like everyone is like will go and is properly arranged. You know, it was cool. Hats off to ComToUs.
That's a big problem. Whenever they do the free ticket event, so by the way, someone has an echo, but it's probably Thompson. But every time they do the free ticket event, people sign up even though they're not going, which is a big problem, right? If they want to fill an arena or a venue. So them selling tickets was just to ensure.
Is there still echo?
Test. No, there's not.
No, I think you're fine.
Cool.
So that was just to ensure that there would be seats filled, like you said. So I think that was nice. I don't think they were trying to make any money from it at all.
I actually come to us when we were speaking with them after. They asked, "Do you guys like that they're selling a ticket?" I think it's perfectly fine because it allows. Sorry about that. It allows them to guarantee people to come and commit to it. Otherwise, let's be honest, people are gonna get tickets thinking they're gonna get free shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna lock my door out. Yeah, thanks, Josh. I have to lock my dog outside the room.
That's fine. So yeah, going off of that, starting off the America's Cup was the guild battles, and we have a player here that was a part of the guild battles. Yeah, did you enjoy your time being on stage and everything? Were you nervous? Like, give us some of your thoughts about the guild battles and whatnot, and then of course the rundown of your match as well.
Yeah. Well, Josh did a rundown of all the drafts and stuff last night. You can watch his VOD if you want to see how things should have gone.
Oh, sick! I'll check that out too.
Yeah, obviously SSA sent their best, and we sent our best, and it really showed on stage. Yeah.
Do you think it was everybody both sides try harded, or was it kind of like light fun too? I feel because I feel it's an exhibition match, right? Or
well,
honestly, it was. It was whoever could make more mistakes.
Yeah, we all kind of sucked, but that's why none of us made it to the singles tournament.
I see. I thought it was very interesting the first draft with you and whatchamacallit, Roman Fury, that he drafted Molong to Sarin. Like I was like,
yeah,
that was very
odd.
Strange. Like even though he knows you have Leona, I thought that was really strange.
Well, so before the tournament, first of all, we only started prepping the day before when we all got there and Josh was there. And I said, "Hey, Josh, tell us what we're supposed to do." And then he helped us with our picks. But I thought Roman was going to go with like a light vamp comp. I wasn't expecting him to just like pick Desarian.
Yeah, he tried to counter you more than trying to just play his normal RTA draft, right? Which is quite interesting. For those of you guys who don't know, for the guild battles, so the difference with it, of course, it's a 3v3 one-on-one matches though. You cannot use the same units after. So let's say whatever Alicia used on that first round, players after in her guild doing their RTA match cannot use those units again. So it's basically 15 monster RTA. So it's a little bit of planning that need to be involved, right? And thought process in it. So that was quite interesting. Yeah, quite interesting.
So like Josh said, it probably would have been better if Obey went second because we kind of thought Archer was going last. But I think we just wanted to make sure we won after I got the win. Just make sure he's got whatever he wanted so he could win.
I see.
Hey, Lisha, I think you need to turn your mic up, or am I the only one getting that? Or
I can hear her okay. You can do this. If you do this.
She's just quiet when she's not drunk.
Right mouse click her and then
okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I turned her up
Can
as
you
well.
mic check for me like one time?
Hello.
Okay, here, got it.
Okay.
You're right. I have to amp it up to 190%.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's
I have her around 150. Your voice is a little quieter. It's fine. Yeah.
Got it.
But yeah, I think the guild battles went really well and really fun to watch. It's just unlucky that this year the guild battles don't let you guys go to the finals. Like last year, I got to go to the finals in Korea. Like, come on, don't
Is
you want
that
to go to Paris?
confirmed? Is that confirmed that we
Oh,
don't
I don't
get to yet though?
Well, I don't.
Yeah,
I just
we
assume.
don't know.
Oh, I
We-
assume.
we're
That hasn't been confirmed yet.
hoping.
Oh,
Maybe
really?
That hasn't been confirmed yet. Yeah. So
So you're saying there's
maybe
a
you
chance?
get to go see Thompson in Paris.
We're saying please tell us how much you enjoy guild battles and you can't wait to see more.
Oh, I
Yeah,
enjoy the
everybody
battles.
watching the podcast should just like open a ticket and send it in.
Because last year what they did was they announced it right at the America's Cup. They're like, oh yeah, they're gonna go to Korea, right? But I don't know. Hopefully you guys do. That would be awesome if you guys get to go to EU.
Did they even give you guys a prize?
Last year, going to Korea was a grind, though. We had to fight through like 8 hours of guild versus guild. You know?
Yeah, but I think they didn't have budget to like send so many guilds over to LA this time.
Yeah, that's actually true. So yeah, so hopefully they do something in Paris, and then you guys get to like go against like, yeah, you guys won, right? 2-1, yeah, you know. You guys get to go against like one of the top EU guilds, which I know I don't know how strong the EU guilds are in RTA, but I know some of the EU guilds take, you know, guild battles and whatnot pretty seriously as well, right? Pretty competitively as well. So that'd be nice and interesting to see. Does anybody know if EU Cup is doing EU battles too? By chance, does anybody know? I don't know if they're doing guild battles or not, because that would kind of be a dictating thing if, you know, you guys would be potentially going to even.
They're not. Okay.
Yeah, I think if anything, it would be like Mali versus a Korean guild again. Because the Korean scene does have like a league for the guild thing, so
Right.
they might just bring them over.
Oh, okay. that kinda makes sense.
Tiger told me if he knew you guys were going to Paris, he would have just joined the guild versus guild instead of the singles. That's what he said.
Oh my god.
Who's the top guild in EU right now?
Is it still
Is it
Requiem?
Aftermath?
Requiem's one of the Aftermath, Requiem. That's the ones I hear the most, right?
Actually, yeah, those two, I think.
Yeah, that's the one I hear the most. Is there any other ones? There's probably some EU people in the chat. Yeah, for EU, because Requiem and Aftermath are the only pretty much names that I really hear for EU. So might be another one. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about some of the matches. How do you think it went? Yeah, how do you think the production went for the matches? Because I think from what I reviewed, what I saw from the VODs of Comp2us USA, it seemed like the production was pretty good, pretty flawless. You know what I mean? Like having the interviews and the matches, everything they recorded. I think OGN and Comp2us kind of, you know, got the image of, you know, that tournament done well. Yeah, it was nice. You had to see all those player bios, see you guys do the battles. It went really smooth, I guess you can say. And of course, commentators did a great job. Big shout out to Evan, Making a Bud, and Stoic. That was very, very nice. Yeah, very, 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 very solid.
I
It's
think
the first time. Oh, you go first. Sorry.
the production value is absolutely insane. It reminded me of Korea finals last year when we were there. I think OGN did very well. The videos were very well done as well. I really enjoyed everybody's player profile, where they flew to their cities, got their loved ones and families to kind of show the other side of them. We're not just random people behind, you know, an iPad or an iPhone or Android users. I can't leave them out.
I see. Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah, it felt like, dare I say, for controversy, it felt like a real esports event. As we know, it's like Comp2us is definitely trying to be a lot more competitive, right? But the feel felt like an esports event. There was a lot of people that messaged me and were like, "Hey, this kind of reminded me of what League of Legends was when it first started off, like some of their first ever tournaments back in the day. Like that's what it kind of looked like and felt like." And I was like, "Oh yeah, kind of did feel like that a little bit, I guess you can say, yeah." So I hope to see more. Yeah, I hope to see more of that moving forward in the future. Were there any matches that were of interest? Yeah, since we always talk about various matches through the group stages and matches throughout the tournament. Fate Man is smiling, so hello?
Let me think.
Because I know you did some analysis and whatnot on your stream, right?
I went over like the matches that, like, I didn't go over any, you know, controversial stuff. I just went over like, you know, the matches that were, you know, that had educational value or whatever, right? Yeah, I think what we can learn is like when you're on stage, you make a lot more mistakes.
True. Actually true. And yeah, sure. That's it's pretty much the what is the saying? The something in the room, the chicken in the room. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that phrase? What is it?
No, I don't know this.
I know. Oh, what do you mean you don't know this? Yeah.
No,
So
no, I have no
obviously a
idea
lot
what
of
you're
people.
talking
The elephant in the room. I'm gonna address the elephant in the room, right? Which is the Silent and Thompson match. Yeah, a lot of people want to know about that. Me personally, I will talk about it. A lot of people are talking about the match between Silent and Thompson. Yeah, for me, I saw him make a lot of mistakes, and I just benefit of the doubt. I gave it to him as he was very nervous. Yeah, I did actually talk to him, and I got to talk to Silent a lot before and after the tournament, and he's a really good guy. Yeah, so he seems like a very honest guy. So I took it when I asked him, what happened. He said he just got really nervous. Yeah, and I kind of put myself in his shoes in the situation, and if you think about it, right? I don't know if this makes sense to you though, but have you ever been put on the spot before? And let's say in this example on stage, and you make a mistake, or you weren't thinking clearly, and you made up one mistake. It just leads to the next and the next and the next, and you start getting more nervous because you doubt yourself, you second guess yourself, yeah, and it just all falls apart, and then you just look like a complete idiot. You know what I mean? Like, it's happened to me many times, yeah, when I've done recitals, like piano recitals and things like that. So that's what I kind of thought about when I saw that situation. So I don't know.
Think about Tiger. Tiger ran out of time as well when he was picking his units. He ended up being a tetra for absolutely no reason, and then there was a match where Sai could have picked, I would say, what Chris said was any other unit than Emilio and could have autoed the game. It happens, right? You're under pressure. You're under the stage. That 30 seconds that you guys have feels like it's 10 seconds.
You just have the white noise going in your head.
Yeah, exactly. But I just felt like, when you're up on stage, it's really nerve-wracking, and that's why all throughout the weeks prior to all the group stages and leading up to this America's Cup, I've always said, yeah, when they play their group stages, when they're doing RTA at home in their underwear, it's so easy, right? No problem, right? But the moment you need to go on stage, right? This is where there's a distinct advantage that some of these players have, like Tree, right? Some of the advantage, like for even Tiger, for Thompson, being on stage, right? Even Thompson streaming, right? Getting used to kind of being in that spotlight, you're kind of a little bit more focused with, the RTA tournament more than anything else, right? Whereas, Silent and, Michael Yan, first time being on stage and whatnot, there's things that could bother them. There's things that could trip them up. There's extra factors that can lead to their downfall in their drafts and their gameplay. So, I mean, big props to you, man.
We're both really competitive people. I mean, both love the game a lot, Mm-hmm. And if the controversy is between that subject, everyone and their moms know that I don't need him to give me no game. But, when you're up there, nerves happen and your IQ drops by 100 and people are watching you, and I know we're really competitive people. We've been hiding our monsters from each other. We've been constantly looking at each other's monster box when we get a chance to. We even go on each other's guild and look at each other's stuff. It gets pretty complicated, but definitely tons of misplays, tons of nerves. And I just didn't feel good, like the whole match too, and the whole SWC competition. But yeah, like the community was there and everybody supported me. I had people from 3-year-old kids giving me high fives, and that felt great. So that pushed me forward to move on to the next matches against Joseph and the next matches against Sai. I mean, best out of 5 is even tougher than best out of 3, against these type of players, right? Yeah. And there's also when you're playing against Joseph, there's also that nightmare that haunts you from last year, and that vindication, me telling everybody, hey, I was messed up from guild versus guild. That's why I could not beat Joseph. They're like, yeah, right, Same with Sai, he said he was hung over last year and he said he could beat me,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I mean, I talked to Sai after as well, dude. As soon as he made it to the finals, he was already happy. He was like, I'm done. I don't care. Yeah. He's like, I made it to Paris. That was his biggest goal, was to be able to go to Paris. That was his main goal. Yeah, and
he was holding back and trying not to show off all his tricks so he could win that 100 grand.
True.
That $5,000 sacrifice is well worth it.
True, actually true. The investment for the $100,000. True. Yeah. He was also
But
hoping, he was also hoping his opponent's Triana wouldn't proc, you know. But
Well, that was a greed play, right? That was a pretty greed play. He goes back 100 times. He won't ever let that happen again, right?
I actually, I thought like throughout the whole like tournament that the procs were favoring Sai until I went back to the video and saw my Triana proc cleanse Antares and like cleansed her own armor break and everything so forth and gave everybody immunity. And then I felt like, you know, procs are procs, you know, the game is RNG based and anything could happen. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so kind of to wrap it up a little bit about the gameplay and whatnot. It seemed there was a lot of mistakes. You could confirm this, right, Fate Man? You kind of went through a lot of the battles and there was a lot of mistakes.
Yeah,
Like,
basically everybody. Like the draft, there's like tons of mistakes in the draft.
So what? If you had to give them a score, like let's say you were a teacher and you had to give a score, C, B, A, what would you score them for their draft and their gameplay? Like just from what you saw, what do you think? So we can kind of get a gauge in our mind of how bad or how good they actually did. I'm curious.
Like anywhere from the 5 to 7, I think. Like nobody drafted clean.
You're asking for numbers and he's
What the
giving you
I just asked you
like
for
failing.
I
Like
said-
5 out of 10.
CBA. He says 5 to 7. Okay, I'm assuming out of 10. Okay. All right. Okay. And if you guys don't know, of course, I'm gonna put all their links to their Twitch channels. I'll say this again later, but if you guys want to see Fate Mems, you can check it out on his VODs because he did. I think you went over it last night. I was lurking for a little bit, but you did go over a lot of the plays and what you think they should have done. Yeah, which were, I mean, obviously, you know, you can't really play. I mean, you could, but flawlessly and draft flawlessly, especially when the spotlight's on, right? There's gonna be those little mistakes, but apparently there were some really big ones and obvious ones that were kind of made, right?
Yeah, like for the singles, I would understand if there was more mistakes, but for the group, like the guild battles, I mean, like the 3 of you, like it was like a team draft, right? So I expect like you'd be able to like talk over it at the draft and like you know, draft a little bit better. Would have been nice to see like better matches.
Yeah.
You know,
But-
like when it was Ove's turn, and he was like, "Okay, so you guys know what you're doing. Tell me what to do." I don't know your box. I don't even know you have rude right now. So we're just like, do whatever the fuck you want. That's
You
how
guys
that
already
went.
won, technically, right?
Well, to be fair, everybody's playstyle is different as well.
Mhm.
So everybody looks at it at a different angle as well. Just because it works for you doesn't necessarily work for other people. So I don't know. I just feel that it's very easy for us to say now, like look on the other side, go, hey, you fucked up here, you fucked up there. But at the end of the day, they were up there under pressure and whatnot, and we don't know what they were thinking at the time.
Yeah.
It's really easy to be scrutinized, man. Like I remember I was up 2 games and I had to face against Joseph. I beat him on the picks, I beat him on the draft, and then I transformed my Diana and lost the game, you know. It's a mistake I would never make, right? But I fucked up. I misplayed. Like I think like even if I'm in my box,
I was like, okay, hey, Thompson,
if
I was
I'm
literally
going on a
talking to
job, I
Tyler.
wouldn't make that mistake, you know. If I'm
No, I was literally talking to
I
Tyler.
wouldn't make that mistake.
Like before you did that, I'm like, if Thompson puts up the shield, he wins. It's over. But
Oh, I don't need
100%
to put up the shield, man.
You
Yeah,
just
do
need to
whatever I
not
want.
change
I do
to
first move, I do
human
second
form.
move, yeah.
Yeah, I was.
That bomb got you good.
When I was watching the match, I was actually behind you guys upstairs. Yeah, with what's it called, Fate Man and what's it love. All I hear the whole time is Fate Man's just like, "What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What the hell was that?" Every single time. I love so many of their mistakes. Holy crap! Congrats.
Nice rune.
Nice run. Innate HP percent slot 6 despair. Pog.
Hey Jeff, why'd you give Josh such a shitty mic?
yeah, why'd you give me this shitty mic?
I think
I didn't give him a shitty mic. It's his own fucking webcam. He brought his own webcam from his house to my
Webcam
house.
mic.
Oh, you're using the webcam mic?
Yes.
Well, I think I have it set on default, so I don't even know what mic it is. Right
Oh, that's why. If you're using the webcam mic, it has a peak. Yeah, so like if you go too loud, it gets like this. But then if you don't pass the threshold, it's completely fine. I have
okay,
the same.
I'm still sick, so I go anyways.
All right.
Dude, no, he brought his own webcam to my house for the other PC because I don't have an extra one.
Oh, I see.
Hey, I'm not whispering. I just can't compete with Josh and whatever he's doing right now.
No, it has a peak. I've used this cam on some of my trips before, and it sucks. Like you can't get super loud, so yeah, that sucks. But anyways, let's wrap this up. And what do you guys think can be improved on, right? If you guys attend last year's America's Cup, I think everybody here. Did you go last year, Fate Mem? You didn't, right? Last year's
Yeah,
America's
I went.
You went, right? So everybody was here last year's America's Cup. Yeah, that's right. Everybody was here. For
I think this year was so much better than last year.
Okay.
Hey, we actually got chairs this time.
You know,
The competitors actually got
I
chairs.
asked for that. I went up to the president of OGN. I was like, I just need chairs.
You mean come to us?
And no, OGN. OGN was in charge of the placements and the
this
chairs
year?
and stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
And they put up chairs. Yeah.
I
big
really
guy, man. I
have-
can't stand
like-
there for like 30 minutes
Yeah.
playing a game. Yeah.
I really like how they set up the stage. Like it was perfect for the players, to like jump off and high five the crowd. I didn't get to see it, unfortunately, but I really wanted to see that.
Oh, I see.
I really like how they did the makeup of all the players.
Yeah,
Okay.
what is it? Adult Topa, huh? The hair like slicked back. I was like, oh, Topa. Oh, Topa.
It's everybody.
Oh, that was great. What did you guys think of the difference though? Like from last year and this year? What did you think, Leisha? Like, because last year was more like a festival outside feel. This year was more like a competitive kind of e-sportish kind of arena feel, right?
Yeah, this time I can actually watch. I remember last time I was standing behind like YCUS and like all the other SSA members. I can actually see what was happening. So this time there were big screens everywhere. It was a lot better.
I see. Yeah, though I guess for me though, the one thing last year I liked was I actually liked all the activations they did last year, right?
Yes.
And in
so
this
you
year,
can tell.
there wasn't any activations. There was just like a little wheel outside and that's it, right? What are your thoughts?
Oh,
So
okay.
you can tell they spent way more money on production this year, obviously.
Mhm.
I think you need a balance. I did get some people complaining, saying that they had nothing to do, basically, except for watch the matches. So I guess you need to find a balance of a little more stuff. They give away a lot of shit still, which is really nice.
I don't
I
know.
think people
that's
just come-
weird. Isn't that weird to say I had nothing to do but watch the matches? I hope you watch the matches.
Yeah. I think it would be
Yeah, and
nice
then-
if it's a combo, but what do you think if they do in the future? I don't know how much more planning, how much more money this takes, but if they did a 2-day event. And the first
2-day event.
Right, so the first day event is just a tournament, right? Just hear me out. It's a tournament, which is kind of how it happened today. And the second day event would be the group guild battles, but in kind of a more open area with activations for a larger crowd of people, right? Instead of just like, a couple hundred, it would be a larger crowd of people. And that would be the free event, right? And they would kind of be like two in one.
And day 3, can we bring Tiesto?
I think that would be pretty cool because I really like the idea of doing activations. I think people that come out to the events and whatnot have a really fun time being able to do it. But I do also understand that if you're watching at home, last year's production value was not as entertaining to watch as being there, right? So something of balance or having both would be very nice, in my opinion.
I know we missed out on a big part of the community by just selling like a limited number of tickets because a lot of people wanted to come and could not come. And there's a lot of people that like went and actually got kicked out because they didn't have tickets.
Oh.
So that's I remember the year before it was like an outdoor thing and a lot of people could have got in, but this year it was like very limited in seating.
Or wait, a 1-day event where it's inside and outside. Outside is free with a viewing party, where they put up like a screen or a projector of what's happening inside, and you pay to be inside to have that experience, and outside has a different experience, right? I think
Don't
that
they
would be
do
not
that
bad.
for Toronto basketball? Like there's an indoor and outdoor.
Yeah,
right?
kind of, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That would be very interesting because I really don't want Comp2Us to throw the idea of a festival away because I like the
Can you-
Summers War festival kind of feel. What was that?
Can you clarify what you're talking about when you say activations?
Oh, so activations and activations are kind of just like little activities, right? That's probably a better way to say it. Activities. Like last year they had like the big inflatable like what is that thing, like that thing that you could go through, that course, that
The
obstacle
Giants
course.
run?
Yeah, the Giants run. They had like a crane machine. That's like things that you can do, right? You come to the event and you can do different things, right? So for some of the people in the chat that were confused on what I meant by activations, right? But yeah, okay. I'm glad you guys enjoyed America's Cup. I thought it was overall very successful. So big shout out to Comp2Us. I think it was very successful. and hopefully they continue to improve every year. And hopefully they're improving with, you know, the other cups that are taking place leading up to the finals, right? The EU finals in Paris. That should be very awesome. Come to us, invite us all, because they haven't invited anybody yet. Okay.
Except for Thompson. Thompson won it himself. He doesn't need to get invited.
Thompson's the only one that is confirmed to go so far. Out of everybody. Yeah.
I was also wondering, I didn't think they did that many stuff with the influencers they brought to the event.
Yes, I talked to them
what did
about
Josh
that.
do?
I did nothing.
He did
Like,
scrims. He stayed after and did scrims and missed out on a dinner.
He missed
I missed out on dinner.
But yeah,
Missed a pretty lit dinner, yeah.
they have. I guess they were kind of concerned with, you know, the productions and everything. But they have us there. They should do something with us, right? Like, since we are there, let's do something. But I did a little something, I guess, because I did like a little interview, right? That's all it was, which was like on the in a part of a segment for the 40-minute intermission. Yeah, I had like a short interview. That's about it. And I did some like pictures and photos for like their Instagram and their Twitter. But that's all I did there. But yeah, it'd be nice to do more things, right? Meet and greets would be cool as well. I mean, a little bit more of an organized meet and greet instead of, you know, just kind of walking up to people, because I know people are very shy. Yeah, I don't know why people are shy, because I am a normal human being. You are a normal human being. Come say hi. Like, it's.
I saw you, Brian. The whole time you were signing people's shirt, taking pictures with fans. I saw you, man.
Summoning LD Nat 5s.
Oh, we summoned 3 LD Nat 5s at the event, dude.
Is the big one Zero 2?
Yeah, Zero 2, Light Lightning Emperor, and Dark Lightning Emperor. That's so crazy.
Dark Lightning Emperor?
Dark Lightning Emperor as well. 60 scrolls, 10 scrolls, 12 scrolls.
60. Ooh.
Yeah, those are the 3 different people, and that was pretty crazy. Actually pretty crazy. Then I proceeded to try to summon on my account, and yeah, that was just
Did you end up getting your Molong?
yeah, okay, good one, Fate.
I was gonna get Alicia to summon for me on Saturday. That didn't happen. I got too drunk.
Oh, nothing happened on
Yeah.
Saturday, dude. Like that was way too crazy.
I remember a couple people were saying LDs until LD Nat 5. Like, I didn't see any of that happen.
No. I actually had to stop drinking at one point, and good thing I did, because I think I went like too beyond my limit, because I had a certain realization when everybody around me was saying, "Oh my God, IslandGrown, I've never seen you drink this much ever," and I was like, "Oh shit, am I drinking too much?" So I had a realization I had to slow down. Good thing I did though, because yeah, I didn't feel too good the next day.
You know, after we got back to the hotel, I went to the shower and I tried to keep myself awake because I had to go to the airport.
Oh really?
Yeah, at 5:30, the 4:30 or 5:30, I had to go to the airport.
Oh, since we're sharing the drunk stories, I'm pretty sure.
No. Let's just calm it down a little, Alan.
Oh, sorry. Well, I was just gonna say, I literally remember that I stood in the shower for 30 minutes. So I'm sorry for all the people that need water in the world. I just wasted a lot of water. I just felt so good. I was like, I'm so drunk. This warm water feels so good. I can't get out. Fuck. So I just stood there for 30 minutes, dude. It was so bad. Anyways, moving on. We're gonna move on to the next topic here, which is okay. So this is kind of segueing a little bit from the tournaments. Our weekly buff and nerf discussion. Okay, it's gonna get a little bit into our normal discussion here. Watching the tournament, was there, you know, any units that you would like to see, you know, change, buff, nerf, Leisha's Diana, any other units that needed to be changed?
Okay, so about my Diana, we talked about this, and my Diana wouldn't have got a chance to go off if he just used Fran's skill 1 on Lauren instead.
I see.
Yeah. Then
But still, we would all like to know, what do you feed your Diana? Because I'm gonna feed that to the rest of my units, you know.
My runes are from the packs. That's where I get them.
Get good.
I see.
Get good.
Okay, but I brought that up because I kind of wanted to talk about it. What do you think about Diana nowadays? Because, you know, we talked about her a lot in the past, right? She's always been a big issue. Do you feel like she's not as big of an issue anymore? Of course, when she goes crazy, I mean, it sucks, right? But do you think
honestly,
not as bad of an issue?
for that to happen again is like a 1% chance. Like for that to happen again, like the Diana start off the game proc 4. I don't know, did it proc 2 times
4
or
times.
4 times?
To start off the game for Diana to proc 4 times is a 1% chance. Like, yeah.
But do you feel, because they didn't change anything about Diana, do you feel like some of the buffs and nerfs that happened in some of the other units, as well as maybe some of the style of gameplay on certain units being used more now, has really made Diana not that big anymore? Because I don't feel people are picking and using it. It's not as big of a
Because there's Antares. That thing needs to get nerfed.
We talk about it every podcast. Like Diana, needs a nerf. Antares needs a nerf. I'm not kidding you guys to go back and watch. Like, Josephine's proc on me like crazy. I don't know why.
That
right?
moves
Yeah,
a lot, dude.
It does not feel good at all.
Yeah,
but I think the biggest unit that has a problem is NERFS. I think that's a little bit too strong right now.
I agree.
Thompson's face just changed.
Wait, it's who?
NERFS.
NERFS. Well, like, Sai use NERFS is not like a guaranteed him a win. I use NERFS not a guaranteed me a win.
Because you had the other one.
Triana proc. But
Yeah.
what?
But it doesn't guarantee you a win. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it is a very strong unit, though. It is a very strong unit that, obviously really forces the drafts a lot, as well as is pre-banned quite a bit as well. So is that? But I was actually going from Diana to segue into the reason why is it doesn't feel as predominant. It's slightly less predominant now, and segue into Antares, and then talk about Antares as well in this tournament.
Yo, Antares lit. Actually,
Also Verd.
Oh, Verd too. Verd Lauren
also Verd.
has been a big rise lately. I've noticed. A lot of people are appreciating Verd Lauren as well as Alucia. These are units that I kind of want to talk about as well.
okay, so one thing quickly is about the NERFS. What do you think if you just take out the 24% speed lead? It's still an insanely strong unit taking that away.
Just stripping everybody's lead. Hey, comp to us. We need more speed leads. Yeah, fuck you, comp to us. Take away all the speed leads.
Fucking took it from Ashena.
Exactly right. That would be a big hit to it for sure. That's one of the factors, because the synergistic team comps that it works well, and combos that FD's works with is good. Having that speed lead there is very good.
What do you think, Thompson?
What do you mean? What do I think? I'm getting double teamed here. I'm not gonna say shit.
Don't increase your chance.
You guys are sitting right next to each other. What am I gonna say? I'm not stupid.
Okay, but you have to agree she's pretty strong.
We're talking about Diana here. You're talking about me.
It's like, guys, dude, I'm trying to win $100,000.
Right? Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, seriously, maybe we could talk about this after the podcast, after the finals. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
True, right?
After he gets a 100K check, he can nerf it. It's fine.
Okay, but yeah, so Diana and Antares, how was it in the tournament? It just seemed like Antares was like 100% win rate, or no? I feel like it was. I don't know if somebody.
So, like, when Antares proc, it does not feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when Antares revenge, it does not feel good. Also, when Antares despair stuns, it does not feel good. So whatever Antares does, it does not feel good.
It feels good for the one that has the Antares.
Yes.
So it only feels good when you draft it yourself.
So what are counters to Antares then? Let's bring some of that up for some of the players that may be doing RTAs and getting Antares, picked against them because they're picking Diana or whatever, or the opponent just wants to pick Antares because there's just so much win. Maybe what are good counters besides? I heard Bulwark is okay. What else?
I did talk to Comtuous, and they are thinking about taking out one of Antares buffs when the procs. So yeah, either crit rate or attack buff. I don't know. But it was vague. It was a little very skeptical and vague, but something like that. They have their eyes on that monster, though, for sure.
It's either take off one of the buffs or reduce the rates a little bit, because right now it's proccing a little too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if they take the attack buff away, that might be okay. That might be enough, because that significantly reduces the damage from Antares, does it not?
Yeah, attack or crit rate, because now you don't have to put much crit rate on him, and he could
take away
go
crit
off.
rate. Obviously, people have to adjust their runings, which lowers their overall base stats of their attack, HP, and defense, right? So that also could work as well.
And then I was talking to B later, and then what I thought would be a good nerf was for skill 2, take away the heal, because right now it self sustains a little bit too well. You don't even need to bring a support unit to support it. It just heals himself up if it pops twice.
You know, actually, when you think about it, Antares' main job and the reason why he's so good is because he's cutting, right? He's in there to kind of cut and take away that turn, right? Diana and other units. So that should maybe, you know, that theme should be his main focus. He shouldn't be able to, you know, sustain himself, be able to provide debuffs, be able to be semi-easy to rune, be able to do high damage as well. So I think keeping the activation rate, you know, is kind of fun, and being able to cuck is kind of fun. But yes, huge nerf on the damage potential and whatnot would be pretty good. What do you think about that?
Just hopefully they only pick one thing and not like take away everything like they did with Shayna.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's true. That's true. But yeah, maybe they take away the heal and they take away the attack buff. I think that's a pretty big butcher already, honestly. And then see how it goes, right? So I don't know. Antares has bad stats. No, I think Antares, the base stats aren't that great, but with the people's rune quality and not having the rune that high of crit rate or speed, it's very easy to make a fat Antares, like a super fat Antares. Like it's fairly easy. So
yeah, mine is super fat and it has 100 resistance.
That's
so like
crazy.
it doesn't get defense broken, so
that's crazy.
It becomes really hard to kill.
Yeah, it's really hard to kill tanky Antares. Is really hard.
Josh recently got wrecked by a violent Antares.
Violent Antares
yeah.
is good.
I got
If if you have a
1v4.
lot of immunity, Violent Antares is good.
Okay. Other units that let's discuss a little about. Verd Lauren. That seems like a very nice synergy. A lot of people are starting to use Lauren a lot more. Verd's always been there. So any discussions on Verd, right? Obviously, we've seen him quite a bit in SWC, as well as we've seen Lauren a little bit in SWC. What are some of your thoughts on those? Do you think those are kind of balanced? They're in an okay situation. They're easy to deal with. General thoughts on those?
I hate to be that guy, but I think what makes Verd Lauren work is that Hathor. Like Hathor Verd Lauren. I think that's what Smoke works the best.
Well, hard to say though when you're saying 3 units, right? Because it's hard to get those 3 units if that's really the main point. Technically.
You could first pick Hathor and then second, third pick Verd Lauren. You got 3.
Well, okay.
Well, again, like the problem with Lawrence is Antares counters it so hard, right? And then like, you know, people are like just gonna pick that RNG unit when you're turn cycling so much. So yeah. And then right now there's a Lucia which is coming up and it counters both Lauren and Verd's pretty hard.
Okay, Lucia is not something we talked about before, and something that's more predominant now. I like a Lucia. She's so broken, dude. Wait, maybe I shouldn't say that. A Lucia is okay, count to us. Shoot. No, but she's pretty good, man. She's pretty fun, man. Yeah.
We need her to counter Arda Ragdolls, man.
Yeah.
Let her be.
She's so good, dude. She's actually so good. But
So do you think?
What?
So do you think Verd's revenge needs a change?
Like, what do you want? Like, no attack bar on revenge?
Oh, that would be a huge nerf. Because now everybody's scared to attack Verd, right? But if you take that buff off, everyone's just going to focus and kill Verd off first.
Or half attack bar?
And it brings less value to triple revenge Verds. Yeah.
Half is
I
still
think
gamble.
it is a problem, though. I think it is a problem.
No, I think the revenge is fine, but
Oh, yeah?
it's how people deal with Verds is, you know, there's a little bit, I don't know, they don't understand, I guess. But like they don't bring any CC into it, and then the Verd just like keeps going and going.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's a
fast
drafting
half-
issue.
a
It's
fast
a knowledge of
half-
drafting issue then against Verds.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched Bud last night, and he kept, I think, Triton into Verd, the Verd revenges, and he lost.
Yeah.
That is a pretty big counter pick. Triple revenge Verds, right, against the Tritons have been pretty predominant lately to have one, because you get Tritons, you just leave the Triton, you bring a triple revenge Verd, and the Verd doesn't even need good stats, right? Yeah, I think Bud even said it doesn't even need very
But
good
it's a
stats at all.
45% chance to revenge, right?
45% chance to literally win the match, basically, is what it means.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. But yeah, have you guys played around with Lucia? We've seen a lot of Lucia in the tournament, and it just goes to show that anytime there's a unit that is created that has unresistible, what you call debuffs, it's quite nice, right? Like Lucia, if she doesn't glance, she will sleep you. So having that reliability is very, very nice. Yeah, what's your thoughts on Lucia, and have you personally been using it yourself lately?
Well, Josh used it pretty early.
Oh yeah.
and I guess more people are using it now. Anything irresistible is because you're guaranteed, right?
Right. Yeah, the nice thing about her is her low cooldowns. It's really awesome as well. So I mean, I think she's pretty fair to be honest because she doesn't really work in every single draft and she's not like OP in like almost in like every situation, right? Especially if there's like double immunity or whatnot. I think she's like pretty much a dead pick, a dead unit there in those situations. Yeah, but all in all, I think she's a really nice unit that we probably will be seeing more people use and build now because it's seeing a lot more tournament gameplay. Because apparently people follow what other streamers use in RTA and what other players use in the tournaments, right?
Yeah, I think like Elusia might do a little too much. Like I didn't see it, but I heard from Sai, I think, that like Michael Yen's Elusia was only like 220 speed or something. Or was it Thompson? I don't know. I think one of you said it, and I was like, wow, a 220 Elusia.
I said it
so much, right?
I exposed him after the tournament. All right, whoa, what a good. I mean, I was playing against Joseph, and he brought Elusia against me. I had to ban it. It's a force ban for me over Sierra. And I know everyone thought I should have banned the Sierra, but I cannot let the Elusia go off on me, man.
Yeah, you had no cleanse for that team. So if you went to sleep, you're going to sleep permanently.
Exactly. Lose like 2 turns. Not gonna let that happen. Like it was a forced ban. That monster is crazy.
Yeah, it basically has Fran's first skill, by the way, for all the people that thought that used to be very strong, and it is very strong. It's Fran's first skill, but they just title it as a freeze instead of a stun. That's all it is. It's a different element. That's all it is.
When I could glance, right? Fran couldn't glance, right?
Oh, true. So it's slightly less overpowering.
But still, you know, it always freezes wind units. I don't know why, because it hits like multiple times.
Yeah, multi-hit, so multi-chance, true. All right, is there any other units that you guys saw in the tournaments or lately that you guys want to bring up and kind of discuss, right? For the better or for the worse? Anything else? Lately,
I
we've
guess
seen
the Wind Monkey.
I think we can pretty much agree the Wind Monkey is probably top 2 for Wind Bruisers right now.
It's
Wind Monkey?
Yeah.
I literally think Wind Monkey sits right under Diana. What do you feel?
I don't think.
I think it's better than Diana. I think it's Sierra, Wind Monkey, Diana in that order.
Okay.
Like Joseph again. I hate using Joseph as example, but Joseph brought a Wind Monkey in against me too. But that was like pretty useless, right?
I don't think in that draft the Wind Monkey was actually that good of a pick. I would have to watch back to see if maybe he panic picked it, but I feel like he could have picked something better into that draft he did. I saw that was a last pick Wind Monkey, right? I remember that match.
For me, I picked Wind Monkey against him, but like he forced me to pick Wind Monkey, man. He just spread his legs and said, "Wind Monkey me, please." Like I had no choice but to pick that monster. Like he just exposed it, right? I had no choice.
Your Wind Monkey is kind of nice as well. I remember seeing the runes on it before. It's quite a nice.
Oh, I showed you. You guys scrutinized my Wind Monkey 0 accuracy, so I had to put a few accuracy on him.
Yeah. True. Okay.
So here's the thing why I think it's better than Diana is like you can't actually draft Diana until like really late in the draft because you're scared of Antars and stuff like that, right?
True.
But for Wind Monkey, you can just ignore like Antars all over, like altogether. There's really no counters to it, like no hard counter.
Yeah, I think a lot of people underestimate his damage potential, his DPS, right? Oh, damage per second, but it's because he turn cycles, right? The 50% attack gauge with skill 2, and he hits pretty hard. It's pretty damn hard, I would say. Yeah, and
I've always wanted to get that combo off when I had Artemil and Wind Monkey, and I finally did it. It was crazy because I've always wanted, like, you know, you hit a unit and everyone hits that unit, but you know,
you want to become TOA 90.
Yeah, that's what you want.
90. There you go.
You're missing the what is it? The Yeti? Is it the Wind Yeti?
Dark Yeti or something? Light Yeti?
Yeah, that's all you need.
That stage is scandalous, man. I hate that stage.
I feel like back when you first started running Wind Monkey, Josh, and I tried it out, I felt like it was hard to use into a lot of immunity, but it looked like people didn't really bring as much anymore this SWC.
Yeah, that's because like all the Lorens and stuff came into meta, right? So there's like even more strippers now. It's less immunity in this meta; it's more cleansing.
That's very interesting. Okay. Any other units to bring up? overall, we think we covered a lot.
I think Tetra, like on the other side of the spectrum, we should talk about Tetra a little bit too. I think people are getting like the misconception that like she's a good unit.
Yeah, people try to bring against you, and then it just procced and the bomb's still went off. So I like that.
That's awesome.
Huh?
You had Gianna versus Tetra Josephine, right?
Uh-huh.
But Tetra doesn't do anything if the monsters on their team proc into the
Proc,
bomb.
yeah, people procking on me. No, not really, but like I always let it through. I mean, it's like, please pick Tetra, just like leave it. I welcome a Tetra against me, you know. I banned the Juno over the Tetra because the Juno is a huge threat. The Juno's scary, but Tetra, oh my god.
Well, I think it's they don't commit enough runes to the Tetra, right? It has to be the first on their team.
Yeah.
And then, Tetra doesn't counter Gianna as hard or bombs as hard, but it counters Nephthys okay because you get rid of the silence if it moves first. So like even if you still have a 1-turn defense break, you can still like use your skills afterward.
I guess, but you're trying to commit like a plus 170 violent set on Tetra is kind of
Yeah, it's
You know,
not
but
really
the
feasible.
Tetra base speed is pretty high, so you don't really.
yeah. That's why I said
Yeah,
170, so you get like 280 altogether, right?
Yeah, something like that. But you know.
Oh, one more unit. Daphnis. How'd you feel it was used in this tournament? How'd you feel it was used in this tournament?
I let it through too. I let it through. I mean,
looks like it
picking
was a
Daphnis,
contested unit.
it's like it's kind of complicated because you're scared that other people pick like Tetra, or you're scared that other people pick Vanessa, or like those type of units last pick. So you kind of had to hide the Daphnis in between your picks. I don't know. How do you guys feel about Daphnis?
I mean, that last game against Tree, if he sniped your Gianna instead of Fran, he would have won, right? So Daphnis is still really, really strong.
Yes, absolutely. It'll still be close, but he would have a better chance.
Yeah, it would have been very nice because Daphnis is pretty impactful, man. Being able to remove a unit from the game is very
But
nice.
I think like as Daphnis' job, his job is almost preordained to snipe off a Fran. So just automatically when the game starts, you're like, oh, let me kill that Fran. It's like pretty muscle memory, you know what I mean? Over hundreds and 200s of battle. Yeah.
Well, Sai used Daphnis and completely destroyed Topa on one of the match. Was it match 3?
Yeah, he sniped
with
instantly.
Okeanos, because Topa put everything on Will because he can't outspeed Sai, and he was able to snipe his Okeanos turn 1 with Fran.
How fast is Tree's Daphnis? Tree's Daphnis is pretty fast. I mean,
280,
Sai's definitely known
290.
to be very, very fast. Sai is definitely not a slow player by any means. He's up there with some of the fastest players in terms of sets. So I wanted to see him use the light map, man. Yeah, his Swift one, his snipe comp with the Nephthys. I wanted to see that, but I didn't see it at all, man. Yeah, but I think it's because too many people know. Too many people know when we're talking about it, so there's no way he could really pull it. As well as, obviously he didn't have the Nephthys all the time to be able to pull off that comp. But I really wanted to see that. Bad.
Yeah, that light Vampa, when I looked at the runes, oof, pretty nasty.
Yeah, pretty nasty on there, man. Yeah, pretty nutty to be honest. All right, went over some good buff and nerf suggestions as well as some units that were used a lot in SWC. Gonna move on. I didn't write a topic number 3, but we're gonna move to topic number 4 here. Let's talk a little bit about the EU Cup this weekend. Who do you think is gonna win? It's happening this weekend, right? I heard is it a live event? It's not a live event. They're just gonna cast it again. Is that it? Or what are they doing? Does anybody know the info?
I don't think it's an offline event, but it's not like there's no audience.
Oh, online event. Why?
No, offline. Like
Oh,
it's an
offline?
offline.
Oh, Celtic's saying it's online though, and he usually checks it up. I've been hearing both. People are telling me both. Bobble gang. Yeah, I'm rooting for a Bobble. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, I think I don't know what I forgot what the bracket looks like. I don't know if you guys have any of it open. Someone sent it to me, but I don't have it open right now. But I was wondering if Obabo and Seishizo were on separate sides of the bracket, because those are definitely two players that we probably will see, yeah, in the finals against one another.
I'm trying to pull up the bracket, but not working.
Yeah, some people in chat probably know though. I think Celtic probably knows. I think Seishizo is probably watching, or Obabo's probably lurking as well. Thompson.
I heard it's really hard. It's really hard for us to predict the outcome of the EU Cup because no one in the EU Cup like RTAs much. Like they hide their stuff really well. That's what I heard from Shay Shizo. I'm not sure, like the full story.
They're big on hiding things over there for sure.
Yeah, so it's like hard for us to just like speculate. We just know like the names, like oh, go Obabo, go Shay Shizo, but you know how everyone else plays. I have like not really any like solid, concrete information about them.
Who do you think's gonna win though?
Like I said, like I only know these names, so I'm like go Obabo, go Shay Shizo, you know.
Okay.
I don't have
solid
Obabo.
Who wins?
Huh?
I think Sheen or Shen or whatever his name probably was one of the top twos, and then the other one would be either Obabo or Seishizo, whoever's got him there in his half of the bracket.
Really, you think Shen's really solid? I think he's not as well practiced as he was last year, to be honest.
Yeah, but you got how many LDs? 3, 4?
You think he's got 3? He's got Amdo, Reg, the Artemel, the main ones, or not the two main ones, I guess you can say.
And let's be honest, like most of you don't have that great of runes, right? So like the rune quality is pretty even all across the board. So if it comes down to that, then like I think LDs play a pretty big factor.
Okay, that's true. That's a fair analysis, I would say. Actually, a fair analysis. What about you, Alicia? Who do you think?
I don't know anything about you.
Oh, really?
Go Obavo. I have nothing to say here. Go Obavo.
Go Obavo.
Same.
Alright, so obviously we're biased, but yeah, I would like to say go Obavo and go Seishizo as well. I'd like to see them both in the finals and duke it out, but you know, I guess like everybody's kind of saying here, we don't have a lot of information on everybody else. Yeah.
Is DGP still in?
He's still in.
Okay, so we got him. I don't know enough about EU. I only met them in Korea, and the streamers.
I think there's this guy named Lucky Q. There's DGP. There's Shen. There's Obabo. There's Seishizo. I don't know the last 3.
There's a Rockist guy. He likes using. I saw his picture was like a picture of a Bastet or something. He likes cleaving people. I don't know.
Oh yeah. There's no more twins though. How's that gonna work with some of them? I think some of them were using twins. That's right. No more twins. Very interesting. Huh.
I don't know how to play the game anymore.
Oh yeah, you need to reroute your account, sir. Yeah.
You got good ruins, man. You'll be fine, Jeff.
Yeah, especially those upgrades that we've seen this weekend. Not to say in particular, but some upgrades that occurred before the
tournament. I got a decent amount of good runes the last couple of days.
Yeah,
congrats.
He got a decent amount of Swift runes last night.
Whoa.
I did too. Last night, we were out at dinner. I was gonna save my runecraft for Alicia to do. Josh was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it," and he got me a lot of shit. Like within the first 2,000 green pieces craft, he got 15 legendary runes already.
Wait, did they hit well, or you just got them? You didn't do the hits.
Some did. Some rolled really well.
I rolled a bunch of them. They all rolled max legendary, but not perfect stats. So they're kind of useful.
That's just kind of crazy. Because for your level of game, Jeff, and where you are with your rune inventory, for you to say you got some decent upgrades, that's huge. Because as the higher you get up there, man, the harder it is to find any upgrades, bro. So.
Chris says my runes are trash. Chris says my +3 10 set is garbage. He literally called my 210 set garbage.
Well, you're talking to Making About, who has some pretty dank rune quality, man, compared to the rest of the field.
You ain't wrong.
It's tough. Very tough. All right, we're going to move on to the last topic here. We got probably about 5-10 minutes left. Leave it to an open discussion. Whatever we talked about today or whatever you guys want to bring up and talk about. Anything interesting? One question I have. What have you done with your $10,000 so far, Thompson? Using it in preparation or taking Molly out to dinner? Or,
they haven't sent me no money yet, man. So
well, I mean, you're going to be getting money, so I mean, you can already kind of do. You haven't done any celebration.
Not 1% of it is going to me. The rest is going to my wife's pocket.
What's the tax rate on that? There's a tax on that.
Oh, 30%. Yeah.
It's usually 30%.
Yeah, it's a 30%. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
So it's only 7,000 in reality,
I mean, I just wanted to say here, but some people in the chat did point this out that if we take a look at the previous podcast, somebody said if they won America's Cup, they would buy an IslandGrown 11 shirt and wear it on a future podcast. So I don't know, I'm just saying, but I don't make money on the shirts anyways. By the way,
11 shirts.
No, one shirt to wear on the podcast.
I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, somebody brought it up yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, really? I don't even remember."
I'll buy a shirt and I'll wear it on the podcast.
Pog.
Let me get my money first.
Yeah. All right. I got you.
Well, before we talk about anything else, I do have to say, like I said, all the staff that made it happen, you really have to thank them. They did very well. I think this time the event was ran very well. OGN, Come to Us, and everybody else, tons of staff. I don't want to name people because I'm going to leave a bunch out for sure, but I would say they treated us very well and they took care of us in general for this whole event.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was an absolutely well done event, and the people that led the event did an amazing job, in setting it up, and I think it showed in the production value as well as it showed on the appreciation that all the fans and all the players and even influencers have. So absolutely crazy.
And of course, also to the people who came out to the event because they took the time. If they didn't come out, we would not have an event like this live as well.
That's actually not true because of the people that didn't come out to the event. There was actually about 1,000 other people willing to buy the tickets to come out to the event. So, anyways, just saying. I'm just saying. Just kidding. Yeah, but thank you guys for coming out. It was actually an awesome event. There was one thing I just saw in the chat there. Demons. We didn't see demons in the tournament, and I want to talk about the dark demon. Yeah, have you guys seen that thing yet or not? Because that thing legit seems ridiculous.
What?
You mean light demon?
No,
Wow.
dark demon. If you don't know,
that never
you
died.
go learn today. If you don't know, you go learn today. Yeah, that thing is like ridiculous, right? Okay, the passive, right? It does if you kill something, it revives an ally. It just revives an ally, right? Okay. If you're dead, right? They kill you first, the dark demon, and they after kill one of your allies, the dark demon revives back again.
Josh, are you muted or are you talking?
Oh, there's a 5-turn cooldown on the passive. You know that, right?
Only?
5-turn cooldown. That's it. That can be ventilated on the revive. And does it
It could
stop
be
him from killing other units and reviving? No, is there a 5-turn cooldown on reviving his allies though?
Yeah, so it's a 5-turn cooldown for the passive.
But what about his revival? I don't think there's a cooldown on reviving an ally.
Okay, then even if it's for himself, you just kill it first, right? And it revives only once.
That's pretty good because he boosts attack bar, right?
No, but when he comes back, he has full HP, right? So you kill you let's say you kill him first, right? Okay, now what's next? You're gonna kill one of his other 3 units. We don't really know the draft, right? Let's say you're beating him, right? You kill one of his
He
other
doesn't
units.
come back with full HP. It says low HP, doesn't
He comes back with full attack gauge, and he nukes one of your units, reviving that unit that you just killed, that revived him.
Jesus.
Right?
No, but like from what I read, it's he comes back low HP, and then the skill 2 is like you lose a portion of your HP, so like you lose nothing, and then you don't do damage.
I thought you do damage based upon how low your HP is, and since you're
No,
low HP,
that's the water and the light one, I think.
huh?
The dark one is the other skill.
The
That's
dark
why,
one is,
like when I
boost
first looked
attack
at it, I'm
bar,
like, the light one boosts attack bar. Dark one like keeps like revives infinitely, and I'm like, doesn't really make sense. Like you come back with no
People are
HP.
saying he's ruined. People are saying he's ruined on vampire, and that's where the damage comes from. Yeah, I don't know. I just saw Sean B's video on it, and I at first I was watching. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. But then I was watching, and I was actually thinking about it and watching the gameplay, and that thing I think is ridiculous, dude. I'll pull it up right now. That thing is actually ridiculous in actual gameplay.
It looks crazy.
Yeah, actually ridiculous. So if that thing makes it
It
to,
looks crazy. You don't even need to buy a transmog for it. It looks transmogged already.
all right, that's the only thing you got about this whole discussion.
Josh and I were discussing about the water one actually.
Right, let me see here.
So I played against the water one, and then bad memories.
I think it only wrecked you because you don't really know how to deal with it yet.
No, like
or you let it through for fun.
I brought Tessarian into it. I'm like, I'm gonna Oblivion, so the passive doesn't work. It's so squishy. I one-shot it, and then after that, it always revives with 1 HP, so you can never Oblivion after that.
Oh,
yeah. And then every time it revives, it's a 30k. Well, not every time, but like that. His wasn't skilled up, but if it was skilled up, I think like every 2 revives, you get a 35k ignore defense.
Oh, you're talking about the water one, right?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, all I've seen is the light one is not that crazy from what I've heard. But I heard the dark one is pretty nice.
No, the light one is crazy. Like the
Really?
video that was posted, that thing was like level 23 unawakened. That's why it didn't do damage. That's why you didn't see the attack bar gain.
Oh, Sean just did another video.
No,
as well
I
on it,
think
and it was
I
only
think
okay.
the light one's the insane one, at least on paper. I didn't watch the video yet. I know it got posted.
What is general
where it does
consensus
absolutely
from
nothing.
chat? Because chat. Some of the people in chat here like do a lot of digging. You know what I mean? Yeah. The light one's very good as well. Really, I from what I've seen so far of a max one, it seems okay. Yeah. The dark one has same skill too as the water one. You know that, right? Exactly the same. There's no difference. You know that, right?
Really? I thought
Nope.
one of them.
So whatever you're experiencing with the water one is exactly on the dark one. Exact.
Oh.
Plus whatever the dark one does. Yeah.
So then, out of the elemental ones, which one is the best?
Hard to
Water,
know
okay.
because
Water.
this is something we need to kind of look into and dig into because these might be used in RTA, man. These are PvP oriented, so
Will anyone have one yet?
Nope, I have
That
not
is
summoned.
fire.
yeah, we know.
Oh, you got a
You got fire?
But as a fire.
Yeah, he summoned it while he was on the rehearsal day when he was at upstairs.
Oh, grats!
Yeah.
Oh, everyone has one except for me. Oh, great.
None of us here
Hey,
have
you have one?
None
No,
of us
I
here
don't have any.
We don't have any.
Oh,
I summoned 3 yesterday for people.
oh.
Yeah.
You need to pull the win one. So when is it Japan?
Diana?
They pull EslandGrown
Yeah,
into you.
true.
You bring the will.
When the
win
Perna
one.
into me? I got the European brings the Perna into me.
Yeah.
True. Interesting. Yeah, so I think a lot of these need testings, but I'm gonna call it right now that we're gonna see some play from this. Yeah, whether I think it's actually gonna be good. I think this is gonna actually come into some meta to shake it up a little bit, honestly.
Just
As some side bets.
speculation, which element is the strongest one? Because we all know light dark is like
I
really
think
good.
water wind are the only
The
ones.
water one's very insane if you have a visa child. Wait, I shouldn't have said that shit. But okay, like in long games, the water one is very.
Is very what you cut out. You let go of it. Like,
The water one's really strong in
Really?
like well matches. Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, and the wind one just stops revives, right? Which is kind of nice. I guess you can say.
My account is really weird. Every time I summon like a new tribe of Nat 5s, I always get the water one first. I'll always get the fire one last. I don't know why.
All right, last discussion then. Gargoyles. I guess we never really talked about this because it came out. It came out. We didn't talk about it on the podcast, but we'll talk about it more and more as the days go on. But what are your thoughts about the gargoyles so far? Yeah, in particular the light one. That's the one I keep raging about. Yeah, and talking about.
My guildie just pulled a dark one yesterday.
Oh really?
On color, I guess.
Yeah, that one has like 30% chance to be indestructible. But the light one, we pulled that for somebody yesterday. So I really want to see what happens with the light one there because if you touch it, you get increased cooldown for 2 turns.
Oh, whoa.
No resistance check.
Alu pulled the light one awakened 5-star the first day.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, no resistance check, increased cooldown by 2, and the skill 2 provokes with 100%.
Not
So-
bad, not bad.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, for like CC comps, the only thing that sounds really bad, yeah, is the 93 base speed.
Oh,
Is that the slowest unit in the
93.
game?
Oh yeah, the wind one is 93 too.
Yeah, maybe Lapis is slower. I mean, is Lapis like 91 or something? Because if not, then no, Lapis is 90. Okay, never mind. Lapis is still the slowest
I
unit in the
think
game.
there's like an 89 too. something
What?
like that.
No way, there's 89. There's Lapis Unawakened 89. Yeah, that was really bad. But 93 base speed is pretty bad. Pretty damn bad. But like I was thinking like in a fun kind of like cleave or CC comp, control comp, yeah, being able to use them is kind of nice, right? Especially when you're bringing in 2 strippers. Yeah, I don't know, premium strippers, Triton, what is it? What's her name? Gianna and stuff like that. And being able to use skill 2 provoke, yeah, into increasing their cooldown time can be very interesting. Right? Like
Yeah.
like a Perna or something hitting it, and then you pretty much control the entirety of the match because you literally have 2 turns now. They have to cycle out of that to be able to do anything pretty much.
Yeah, and the gargoyles are super tanky for what I saw in the practice matches.
Yeah, they're really tanky.
Yeah, and I think in statue form you can't. They're just like Fire Monkey King. You cannot do any inabilities to them, so they pretty much guarantee their next turn, which is kind of nice, right? Whenever they're in statue form, they will get their next turn. You can't prevent their next turn, I guess you can say. So I guess that's kind of nice.
It's still too early to try it out because no one's gonna like skill it up yet, you know. With like no one's gonna summon so much they could skill up a full gargoyle, you know. And
Right.
even if they did, they don't know which one to really skill up, right? So yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think a lot of people are being the win ones as well. All right. Any last comments you guys have here? It looks like we went over a decent amount of things. No. That's it. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me on the podcast today. I really appreciate it. We went over some fun things, as well as talked about SWC, talked about things that we liked, what they can improve on. Talked about the party. Didn't talk about drunk stories though, but maybe stay tuned for the next podcast or a secret video about drunk stories in the future. That'd be kind of fun.
Childish uploaded a video.
Uh-huh.
And the entry was Foxy being drunk, saying to subscribe to Childish.
Oh, really?
He uploaded the video this morning. So this is Foxy drunk, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah, he drank kind of a lot. He said he doesn't remember it or whatnot. Yeah.
Who actually remembered that night?
Yeah, like
Really?
he said the macaroons were really good. That's all I remember.
He said what?
I remember that night.
The ice cream macaroons were really good.
Oh,
I tried one. I'm like,
yeah.
I went up to Riona and was like, "Hey, I don't know where the fuck I got this ice cream macaroon."
What?
You went up to Riona and said that you don't know where the fuck you got an ice cream macaroon from, but it was really good.
I ate a macaroon. I don't remember. I don't
That
remember.
night everyone's drunk, man.
I didn't even know that. But, okay, I ate a macaroon. Okay.
Yeah, it was a really good event. I think it was really fun in general. Thank you, Come To Us.
Yeah, thank you, Come To Us.
Thank you, Come To Us.
I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast here today. Of course, I'm going to put their links to all their streams, to check it out, as well as shout out to all the other influencers. It sounds like some of them made some vlogs and whatnot. Yeah, I think Foxy did a vlog. I'll be having a vlog coming out real soon as well, and apparently Childish had a vlog. So if you guys want to see some behind the scenes vlogging and things that occurred before, after, and during the SWC event, check those out. Yeah. Right, we'll see you later, YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys leave a comment below because I always go through them. And make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Peace out.
Thanks for having us, man.
Hey, thank you guys for joining the
Thank
podcast.
you,
It was good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, very fun.